Well, first of all, why Lion King? I have not seen prequels in Disney. Have you? Help me out. Are there prequels? Does Disney
Are
do
you talking about for the
prequels?
live action or just in general?
In general.
So,
What are
you
their
get
prequels?
so if you count Pixar, you get Monsters University.
Okay.
That was a prequel.
I'm putting an asterisk by that.
Lion
because
King
it's
1.5.
Pixar.
But I agree with that one. That's in that moment. I'm trying to think who else got a prequel.
Yeah.
That may be the only. That possibly is the only prequel.
Why?
So, do you want my real thought answer or the Disney lover answer?
Both.
Money. So I think so.
Yeah.
Disney has the rule where everyone is part of a group. So you have like your Disney princesses, and the only reason you would not be a princess is if you make enough money to become your own entity. So Frozen, the two girls are not princesses. They are their own. Frozen, they are technically their royalty,
Right.
But when you go to the Disney princesses, they're not on that roster because they've made so much money. They're separate.
So they're just like Frozen.
I think Frozen, Moana, has made so much money, she's separate in those pieces. So you kind of have the heroes, the princesses, Frozen,
Yes.
Tinkerbell, Disney
Okay.
fairies.
Good.
They've done that. So they separate them when they start making enough money to their own pieces.
Right.
Lion King constantly is making money. And I think they realize there's still room they can do with Lion King because it is the highest grossing Broadway show
Right.
of all time.
Okay. Okay.
And the thing that people love, people have this connection to The Lion King and Mufasa to the point where people say, I can't watch that movie because it makes me miss my dad.
Yeah.
And all these kind of moments and stuff like
Yes.
that. So how do you make them come back? You give them back their dad. You let them know, what did dad look like when he was growing up
Yes,
as a kid?
there it
Those
is.
kind of moments. So you tie it back in, and these moments where you're kind of losing a group of people because
Right.
we're getting older, we're having our children.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We bashed Lion King so bad, the live action that came out.
Yeah.
How do you bring us back?
How do you fix that?
Oh, you brought dad? We gonna
brought-
figure out what happens?
Correct.
And then you give us the teaser trailer and we're like, oh, another Lion King, this is ridiculous. No one really paid much attention when it was first announced.
Right,
Mufasa, you're like,
right.
oh, Barry Jenkins, cool, we're glad he's gonna be the director,
Right,
fine.
right.
But then you release a teaser trailer and it starts with, let's be very honest, the voice of King T'Chaka.
Yes. Which was just like power move.
Right.
Perfect.
And he says, born without an ounce of nobility. And you're
Yes.
like, you're telling me
He's not.
King Mufasa was not always
not
the
royal.
Lion King?
Right.
And we're like,
Okay.
tell me more.
Okay.
Then the trailer comes out and it's like Scar, and if no one catches it, I don't think a lot of people catch it. You hear the first new song. Did
Yeah.
you catch it?
Barely. I had to
I
watch
always
the
wanted
trailer.
a brother.
Yeah.
Simba's jogging along, not Simba, sorry. Scar's jogging along, Taka, and he's looking at Mufasa. Mufasa, can I tell you a secret? I always wanted a brother. And then you hear the kitty voice, I always wanted a brother.
Right.
So you know we got about this
Yeah.
this African feeling song about
Yes.
brotherhood. It felt like a buddy cop. They fall off the
Right.
the waterfall.
It's very. I can't wait to be. Just can't wait to be King-esque. Which again pricks at our nostalgia.
Right.
I was just trying to piece together why a prequel and why The Lion King, and you answered that, and I think that's it right there.
Our group doesn't want, like, I don't have kids, but what I would say in our age group, our kids love the Lion Guard. They love
Right.
Kion and all the other animals that
Right.
are there too. And they're like, cool, this is great. They got powers.
Yeah.
Roar,
Yeah.
great. But we don't have a tie to that.
Right.
But you tell me where, because here's the thing we got to figure out. Are we going to see Sarabi? Are we going to see when Mufasa meets his boo?
Right.
We going to see their first date?
I think so.
That's good. Like,
That's happening.
it's hyped.
Yes.
I'm going to be disappointed if I don't, right?
Right.
You're not going to get that with a post movie.
Right. Yeah, that is quite true. Okay. And you know, I don't know, he's not in it, but James Earl Jones is
Right.
like it's just nice.
Right.
I want to know, I want to see James Earl Jones when he was young, and here it is.
Yeah,
And
this is our
so-
moment for it.
Interesting. Okay. I appreciate that. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think that's reason why. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.